flying above the sky, dealing with calmly. Hello, everyone, welcome to the course of Emergency Response course. I am the main lecturer, Lu Shu. At the height of 10,000 meters, in the face of sudden cabin depressurization, every second of decision-making and action are directly related to the safety of passengers and crew. Therefore, understanding the types of depressurization and its countermeasures is a necessary skill for each of our aviation professionals. Let's explore the knowledge of this field with a rigorous attitude together for every safe flight escort. First, let's look at a real case. On May 14, 2018, Sichuan Airlines Flight 3U8633 from Chongqing to Lhasa was on a mission. When the cockpit windshield burst and fell off and the cabin depressurization happened at an altitude of 10,000 meters. At the moment of life or death, the captain responded decisively and led the crew members to handle the situation calmly and correctly, ensuring the safety of 119 passengers on board. So, how does cabin pressure relief occur? Most modern aircraft fly at altitudes not suitable for human life, where there is not enough oxygen to breathe, so the cabin must be pressurized. If the engine body is damaged or the pressurization system fails, the cabin pressure cannot be maintained, which is called depressurization. Safe altitude is usually about 10,000 feet, about 3,000 meters, above sea level. Human beings do not need additional oxygen and without the help of pressurization to survive. Next, we have a detailed look at the classification of cabin depressurization. There are three main types. Slow leakage. The cabin has a small leak. The most obvious feature is that there is a sharp sound in the leak. Slow depressurization, gradually losing cabin pressure. It occurs slowly and may be accompanied by symptoms such as mild tinnitus and earache. The crew should pay attention to the cabin pressure indication and take timely measures to adjust the height to restore the pressure balance. Rapid depressurization, the failure of the aircraft pressurization system, leads to the rapid loss of cabin pressure, which we call rapid depressurization. A depressurization that generally occurs for longer than 15 seconds, but less than 10 seconds. This type of depressurization can be found on large aircraft commonly. There is no high risk of lung damage from this depressurization, but noise, confusion, and fog are present in varying degrees, which can lead to increased ear pain, even possibly breathing difficulties for passengers and crew members. In this case, rapid depressurization procedures should be performed immediately, including putting on an oxygen mask, checking and closing openings that may cause depressurization. Explosive depressurization, the most severe type of depressurization, usually caused by severe damage to the fuselage and a sudden drop in pressure to very low levels. It is generally caused by explosive depressurization in extreme cases, such as serious damage to the body, bomb explosion, or weapon shooting. As real as we see in many blockbusters. It will first be accompanied by a loud noise, as the pressurized air in the cockpit gushed outward, until the pressure inside and outside the aircraft begins with a loud bang, and dust and debris will kick up and rush out of the rupture. Small objects will be sucked out of the cabin, and because the warm air in the cabin contains more water vapor than the cold air outside, there will be a wet, cold fog in the cabin, and the cabin temperature will change significantly. There will be chaos in the cabin. At this time, the unit should immediately execute the emergency descent procedure and start all emergency communication equipment to ensure effective communication with the ground. That's just the effect on the air. What would happen on people? A human lung typically takes about 0.2 seconds to release the air between them. Any depressurization less than this can cause rapid depressurization and tear serious injury to the lungs. The only emergency option in this situation is to put on an oxygen mask and descend to a safe altitude as quickly as possible. Understanding the type of cabin depressurization is crucial for us to take the correct measures in an emergency situation, which is related to the safety of passengers. Corresponding emergency disposal procedures shall be adopted. For different types of depressurization, especially in the face of explosive depressurization, it is important to keep calm and follow the principle of wear oxygen inhaler first, report later, and speed down. Through this course, we have systematically learned the related knowledge of depressurization types. Cabin depressurization as an emergency situation requires us to be always vigilant and master the emergency response process skillfully. I hope you can study hard and keep these knowledge in mind. That's all for today, thank you.